How to talk about doctors. Teaser preview. What is the title of the doctor who specializes in internal medicine, female ailments, pregnancy and childbirth, the treatment and care of infants and young children, skin disorders, diseases of the eye, heart problems, the brain and nervous system, mental and emotional disturbances? Session 4. In this chapter, we discuss 10 medical specialists, what they do, how they do it, what they are called. IDEAS. What's wrong with you? To find out what ails you and why, this specialist gives you a thorough physical examination using an impressive array of tests: X-ray, blood chemistry, urinalysis, cardiogram, and so on. An internist? Female troubles? This specialist treats the female reproductive and sexual organs. A gynecologist. Third, having a baby? This specialist delivers babies and takes care of the mother during and immediately after the period of her pregnancy. An obstetrician. 4. Is your baby ill? You know the common childhood maladies: mumps, whooping cough, chickenpox, measles. This specialist limits his practice to youngsters, taking care of babies directly after birth, supervising their diet and watching over their growth and development, giving them the series of inoculations that has done so much to decrease infant mortality, and soothing their anxious parents. A pediatrician. 5 skin clear? You have heard the classic riddle. What is the best use for pig skin? Answer: to keep the pig together. Human skin has a similar purpose. It is, if we get down to fundamentals, what keeps us all in one piece. And our outer covering, like so many of our internal organs, is subject to diseases and infections of various kinds, running the gamut from simple acne and eczemas through impetigo, psoriasis, and cancer. There is a specialist who treats all such skin diseases, a dermatologist. 6 eyes okay? The physician whose specialty is disorders of vision, myopia, astigmatism, cataracts, glaucoma, etc., may prescribe glasses, administer drugs, or perform surgery. An ophthalmologist. 7. How are your bones? This specialist deals with the skeletal structure of the body, treating bone fractures, slipped discs, clubfoot, curvature of the spine, dislocations of the hip, etc., and may correct a condition either by surgery or by the use of braces or other appliances. An orthopedist. 8. Does your heart go pitter-patter? This specialist treats diseases of the heart and circulatory system. A cardiologist. 9. Is your brain working? This physician specializes in the treatment of disorders of the brain, spinal cord, and the rest of the nervous system. A neurologist. 10. Are you neurotic? This specialist attempts to alleviate mental and emotional disturbances by means of various techniques, occasionally drugs or electroshock, more often private or group psychotherapy. A psychiatrist. Using the words. Can you pronounce the words? Words take on a new color if you hear them in your own voice. They begin to belong to you more personally, more intimately, than if you merely hear or read them. As always, therefore, say the words aloud to take the first crucial step toward complete mastery. Pervy internist. 2nd gynecologist. 3rd obstetrician. 4th pediatrician. 5th dermatologist. 6th ophthalmologist. 7th orthopedist. 8th cardiologist. 9th neurologist. 10th psychiatrist. Can you work with the words? Match each doctor to the field. Fields doctors. 1. Mental or emotional disturbances. 2nd nervous system. 3rd skin. 4th diagnosis. Internal organs. 5 infants. 6th female reproductive organs. 7 eyes. 8th heart. 9th pregnancy, childbirth. 10th skeletal system. Do you understand the words? 1. Is an internist an expert in diagnosis? 2. Is a gynecologist familiar with the female reproductive organs? 3. Does an obstetrician specialize in diseases of childhood? 4. Does a pediatrician deliver babies? 5. If you had a skin disease, would you visit a dermatologist? 6. If you had trouble with your vision, would you visit an orthopedist? 7. Is an ophthalmologist An eye specialist? 8. Does a cardiologist treat bone fractures? 9. Is a neurologist a nerve specialist? 10. If you are nervous, tense, overly anxious, constantly fearful for no apparent reasons, would a psychiatrist be the specialist to see? Can you recall the words? Write the name of the specialist you might visit or be referred to. 1 for a suspected brain disorder. 2 for a thorough internal checkup. 3 if you have a skin disease. 4 if you have a heart problem. 5 if you are tense, fearful, insecure. 6 if you are pregnant. 7 for some disorder of the female reproductive organs. 8 for a checkup for your 2-month-old child. 9 for faulty vision. 10 for curvature of the spine. End of Session 4.